Morning, everyone. Today's topic is the importance of helping others to become better every day. And this is certainly a topic that every attorney who practices in a law firm, anywhere where you have associate support staff, paralegals, everyone can really learn about this topic, and it's really going to be helpful. So today's text that we're going to be using sort of throughout this process is John C. Maxwell's Leadershift. And I saw John Maxwell speak at the 10X Growth Conference this past January, February. Really great speaker, and this is just somebody that I followed over the years and really enjoyed it. And he had this new book out, and it's going to be a great text. So what I'm going to do is just briefly talk about an important point that he made in the book and relate that to our lives as attorneys and how we can continue to improve in our leadership as we progress throughout our careers. So what he says is you need to make a shift so that you're doing something every day to add value to others, and that's what makes good leadership possible. And as I've heard someone say throughout the years is you're not really a leader unless you're leading somebody. And if no one wants to follow you, it's probably because you're not taking care of the people who follow. You're not taking care of your associates, your support staff, your paralegals, your fellow colleagues at your firm. And so what Maxwell says is there are basically three questions that followers ask of their leaders. Number one is, do you care for me? And too many times when attorneys are at law firms, basically anywhere where they're practicing, there's a tendency for supervisors and higher-ups to sort of treat their quote-unquote underlings as just that and as cogs in a wheel, not necessarily as a person. So what you really want is you want to know as a follower that your leader cares for you, because there are certain, we're not just automatons, we're not robots, we're not people who just, do legal work and, that's what we're made for and that's it. No, we have broader lives as people. We have broader lives as, husbands, wives, children, certainly. And so we want to know that our leaders are actually caring for us as people and not just as, like a fax machine, just somebody who comes in the office, bills hours, and that's all that the firm or the office really cares about. We want to know that that our leaders care about us as people. The second question that he has is, can I trust you? And I think this is extremely important, again, especially for attorneys, because there are so many times when, as a young attorney or, any sort of person who has a supervisor, and you're progressing in your career, and certainly I've seen this over time, you open yourself up to asking questions, you open yourself up to asking for guidance and criticism, and you want to know that you can trust the person that you're opening yourself up to and being a little vulnerable to treat you in a fashion where you're going to want to do that again. And you're not going to say, wow, I really made a mistake asking a question. And I think, leaders, and I've been in many situations where I've been, I have support staff, I've had associates over the years, and they want to be able to trust you, and you want them to be able to ask questions. You want them to open themselves up to criticism to you. You want them to seek your guidance because you have, more experience or you have more expertise in the law. There are some things, there's a reason why you're a leader. There's a reason why people look to you as a mentor, or could look to you as a mentor, and it's because you have more experience, more expertise than others. And the people that are doing work for you, they don't have that experience, they don't have that expertise. And so if they're not comfortable coming to you to ask questions, or not coming to you asking for guidance, that's really going to harm your ability to practice law as a leader. You're going to harm your ability to be able to trust the people that you're working with. So really that trust goes both ways. And then finally, the final question that he asks is, can you help me? So do you have the knowledge, does your leader have the knowledge or willingness to help me get better? And I think every young associate, every person, in an office environment, they want to get better because they don't want to just be stagnant in whatever job that they're in. If they're, somebody who's some in support position, they want to maybe, move up to maybe get paralegal training, or somehow be a senior assistant within your office. If you're an associate, you want to progress and move up to senior associate and make partner one day. If you're a partner, you want to maybe be a rainmaker, or somehow maybe chair of the firm, or manager of your office. There are always steps that you want to move up to. And certainly even as lawyers, we all want to get better because we all want to do better for our clients. So we want to increase our expertise in subject matters. We want to increase our expertise in the tactics of taking depositions, and being at trial and that sort of thing, examining witnesses, client relationships, all that sort of thing. We all want to get better in what we do, and so we look to our leaders to help us get better, and we want them to help us to get to where we want to go. Now, again, a lot of it is it's our own responsibility. It's every person's responsibility to get better on their own, but you want to trust that your leader also wants to do the same thing, and they want to help you get to where you want to go. And so as a leader, if you want to keep good people, you want to instill in them sort of that motivation is, yeah, we really want you to move up. Not only that, but you want to help them in every day to get better. And so what we're going to be talking about in the next few episodes is the tactics on how you can help others get better every day. So we're going to be talking about that as we go forward. All right, so this is my first attempt at a live Facebook Live of this, and I'm going to be distributing this basically on all of the social media platforms and on the Lawyer Lifestyle podcast. So if you certainly have an interest in watching this live, you can go to facebook.com/attorneydsy. I'll be going live, probably somewhere between, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. 8 a.m. Just seemed to be the right time today. It's when I got into the office. So that's it for now. I would love to hear your comments on this episode. So please comment below on whatever social media platform you're consuming this content on. If you're listening to the podcast, you can find me on all the social media platforms at Attorney DSY. And certainly if you need an attorney or want to refer a case, you can call me at 312-239-9722, or my email address is dscriven-young at pecklaw.com. Pecklaw is P-E-C-K-L-A-W. My law firm is Pekar & Abramson, and we have an office in Chicago. So anyway, have a great day or night, and remember to fight for the lifestyle that you want and become that rainmaker that you need to be.